Hi everyone. Happy Guru Purnima to all. Hi Nirali. Sorry, how many of you are in India? How many of you are outside from outside India? And sorry to disrupt your sleep, but then I'm sure you're going to enjoy this space this fall. Janvi, you're still sleepy?
No, I'm just trying to connect from my laptop also, so it's easier.
Hmm.
So,
Anybody else
yeah,
from any other country?
people still joining in. Bina is from US, Nirali from Mumbai, Tanya from Gujarat, Vapi.
Okay. Okay.
Who else do we have?
Shruti, Teju. How many
Hi.
of you from? Hi Shruti, you're back in India, darling?
Yes, I am back in India.
Awesome. How was your trip?
Very good.
Awesome. Cool. So happy to have all of you here, guys. And Srisha is also there. Awesome. I'm going to be seeing her after a long time.
Mhm.
Wow, thanks to Chanvi. सबको उठा दिया उसने खुद भी उठ गई है. That's what the
Kinda.
energy she is. I know that. This bubbly energy, this firecracker, I know. So, a very good morning to people who are not from India, and a very good evening to all of you who are joining this meeting from India. And I would so love to see your pretty faces. So, please put your cameras on, unless you're driving or doing some other stuff. Just put your cameras on. And hi,
Hi.
Shruti. So good to see you. Hi, Nirali.
Hi. Hi.
Yeah, it's always so nice to see such bright, pretty faces. You know, those bright, pretty faces है ना तेजू? It gives an inspiration for me to मेरे मुंह से शब्द निकलने लगते हैं जब सूरज चेहरे दिखते हैं. So I can also no, just kidding, guys. You guys are so pretty, so beautiful, and I just want to see your faces all the time. And Dr. Rahul Patil ही सिर्फ यहाँ पे किशन कन्हैया है, बाकी सब लड़कियां हैं. So you can have fun, Dr. Rahul Patil. And how much fun can we have on today's call? What do you expect from today's call? Anybody? It's going to be a very interactive session. Let's have fun on this call. And what are you expecting from this call? The title of the call is pretty interesting. When I discussed it with Janvi, I said, "Yeah, this is so yummy. This is so awesome, right?" So, when attacked personally and professionally, so put it there, personal and professional, so personal and professional life. When you feel you are attacked, how does it feel? But before that, can I ask you guys to just take 3 deep breaths, close your eyes, and just mentally say to yourself, I push all my barriers down. I push all my barriers down. Just say this to yourself mentally. I push all my barriers down. And the moment you say that, you push all your barriers down, all of your barriers just go down as if by magic. Now what are these barriers? I'm just going to explain to you in a little bit, in very brief. These barriers are those thoughts, those, you know, uh, computing mind thoughts, that are always calculating and computing. What is she going to talk about? Is it going to be interesting? Is it not going to be interesting? Is it just another boring call? So all of those barriers, because until the time those barriers are up, you wouldn't be able to receive me. You wouldn't be able to receive, which may be a gift for you through this call. Okay? So everything that doesn't allow you to push all those barriers, no matter what you may be going through in your life right now, professionally, personally, you feel, oh, it's difficult time, it's this, it's that, or maybe it is not. Will you please just destroy and uncreate all of those barriers
Yes.
and allow yourself to be totally present here? Yeah, totally present here. How much fun can we have today? Right on goodbye, podcast, online short for poets and beyond. And this is what I just rattled is a clearing statement. It is a statement which has a power to blast all of your limitations, all of those things that you're holding on to, Well, from this lifetime, from another lifetime, another dimension, this thing has a potency, has a power to bring you to a position where you become, oh, yes, I'm ready to let go of this. So I'm going to talk about this is not going to be a long call. So don't worry about that, guys. And if you have any questions, like 5 questions that I put it in the text itself, that which Janvi shared on the group. If you really have any response to that, you can put it in chat here. And I would rather, facilitate you, perceive your energy where you feel stuck, and we can go about the call. Else, I'm happy to speak. मेरा काम भी है और मुझे बहुत पसंद भी है. so, so yes, guys, how does it feel when you feel you are being attacked, being sidelined, being cornered in workplace, in professional life, where probably your boss is, uh, you know, not willing to listen to you, your colleague is not willing to listen to you, your parents are not willing to listen to you, your spouse is not willing to listen to you, and you feel like, what is going on? I mean, like, you feel overwhelmed, you feel, this is so much on me, and I need to justify this energy. Earlier, that would irritate me, yes. So, what, if I may ask you, when have you felt attacked recently? Anybody? Now it doesn't bother you. Good. Sometimes you feel vulnerable. Absolutely, Nirali. And do you realize that vulnerability is your strength? So, as much as you feel you stop yourself from being vulnerable, please know your vulnerability is what can actually change the situation for you. So, when attacked, it's like we feel nobody, I'm not being heard. Yeah, nobody is getting my side of the story. Nobody is trying to understand me, what I want to say. And you feel suppressed, you feel not being able to express your emotions because you feel nobody is ready to receive that. Now, my question to you is, first take note of that situation in the recent past when you actually felt attacked by anyone at workplace, in professional space, or in personal space. And maybe one of you who has this experience like really fresh in your memory, in your space, may unmute yourself and bring it up to me, and I can actually facilitate on that. And then it will contribute to others as well. Is anybody ready for that? Anybody who felt attacked recently, what was the situation? And if you're willing to share the situation, actually what it made you feel, what came out of it, how did you come out of it, how did you deal with it? If you're ready to share all of this on the call, you can unmute yourself and rather show up as well. Anybody? No one wants to? No one has such situation?
Uh,
You want?
मैम आई वांट टू स्पीक कि रिसेंटली मेरा पोस्टमार्टम पीरियड रहा है और आई एम द ओनली वन टू वर्क मतलब हाउस होल्ड करना ओपीडी आई एम अ डॉक्टर होम्योपैथिक डॉक्टर सो
Okay.
ओपीडी सब कुछ मेरी और ही आ रहा था अकेली सब करना पड़ रहा था ऊपर से बेबी थोड़ा सा हाइपर एक्टिव है बहुत ऐसे तकलीफ देता है तो एवरी टाइम मतलब मुझे जब फील होता था मैं जाह्नवी से बात करती थी शी यूज टू से कि बाबा
हाँ,
हो जाएगा पॉजिटिवली सोच जब जब निगेटिव जाती थी उसने मुझे हर टाइम पॉजिटिव पे लाया है
हाँ, हाँ.
और मैंने ऐसे पॉजिटिव अफर्मेशंस कर करके वहां पे मतलब वो चीज चीज के ऊपर गई हूँ अभी
हम्म,
ऐसा है कि सब कुछ न्यूट्रल है न्यूट्रल रहना है चाहे जो भी हो जाए
हम्म.
और इट मे साउंड स्टूपिड बट मेरे घर में बेड बग्स हुए थे और वो इतने ज्यादा खराब थे कि टोटली 15 डेज में नहीं सो पाई थी नॉट ओनली मी माय बेबी ऑल्सो तो वो भी चीज मेरे को बहुत ऐसे हुई कि इससे बाहर निकल पाऊंगी या नहीं, क्योंकि
हम्म
जैसी है ना कि इजीली नहीं जाती है, इट टेक्स टाइम। तो वो
हम्म
भी चीज रही थी, फिर मैंने वो भी अफर्मेशंस करके करके वो करके अभी वो थोड़ा कंट्रोल में है।
ओके, अभी भी है बेड बग?
सॉरी।
अभी भी है बेड बग?
यस, बट फ्रीक्वेंसी बहुत कम है।
अच्छा.
यस।
So, so Teju, if I may ask you, for how long have you had this period of, not having help, not getting support from around maybe, and you felt like सब कुछ मेरे ऊपर आ गया है? For how long?
1 year.
1 year. How old is your baby now?
1 year old.
अच्छा, नौ 1 year old. Okay. And जैसा कि आपने बताया आपका बेबी बहुत हाइपर एक्टिव है.
Yes.
So again, some babies they are like so expressive, right?
Right.
In their actions, with their body language, with everything, they are very very expressive. So one thing I would say to you, Teju, is allow the baby to express. Allow the baby to express just the way it's a him or it's a her. It's a
It's
boy
a
or a
him.
girl?
Boy, boy.
Boy. So allow the baby to express himself. And if I may just ask you to again push your barriers down, जो मैंने अभी करवाया है. If you did not make this thing that आप अकेले पड़ गए, आप कुछ अकेले कर नहीं पा रहे थे, बहुत सारी चीजें आपके ऊपर ही आ गई थी और शायद आपको ये भी लगा कि मेरी कोई हेल्प और सपोर्ट करने के लिए भी नहीं है. अगर आप इस पूरे सिनेरियो को लो, what was the emotion that came up for you?
सप्रेशन, बहुत सप्रेस हो रही थी मैं.
हाँ, you could not even express yourself.
नो नो, इवन आई
You,
एक्सप्रेस. मेरे हस्बैंड को टाइम नहीं था, उनको भी ओपीडी थी. सुनने की मेरी मम्मी और हस्बैंड है, पर उनका ऐसा है कि वो कुछ कर नहीं सकते ना, मतलब वो हेल्प नहीं कर सकते मुझे, सिर्फ सुन के मुझे काउंसल कर सकते हैं.
so can I say something here, Tejo? आप
यस.
अगर ये खुद ही कंक्लूड कर लोगे कि वो मुझे हेल्प नहीं कर सकते, लाइक यू सेड, यू आर अ डॉक्टर टू, यू हैव एन ओपीडी टू, यू आर अ न्यू मदर टू. So,
यस.
parenthood is a shared responsibility. You know that. If
राइट.
you conclude this beforehand कि वो कुछ कर नहीं सकते, तो एक्चुअली आप हेल्प रिसीव करने के लिए भी आपने अपने सारे दरवाजे बंद कर दिए.
ओह.
यस. और जब हमने ही ये डिसाइड कर लिया और जब हमने ही ये कंक्लूड कर लिया है, और जनरली पीपल डू दैट, खुद का अजम्पशन है, इट्स योर प्रिजम्पशन, राइट तेजू? सो विद
राइट.
दैट प्रिजम्पशन, you will not ask for help, and even if you remotely ask, आपकी receiving shut है due to your own belief system, your own point of view कि नहीं बेचारे उनकी भी ये है, उनका भी काम है, उनका भी है. सो आप अपने आप को भी एक तरह से हेल्पलेस महसूस करते हो, और आप सामने वाला अगर चाहे भी हेल्प करना तो आप उसको करने नहीं दोगे.
एक्चुअली मैंने हस्बैंड से बहुत बार शेयर किया था, तो लाइक कि हमें इससे सफर होना ही है, हमें एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव एनी ऑप्शन. मेरे इन लॉज नहीं आ सकते बिकॉज उनके इन लॉज बेड रिड हैं, तो वो नहीं आ सकते. एंड दिस इज रियलिटी फैक्ट जो मुझे एक्सेप्ट करनी पड़ी.
So can I ask you one more thing? तेजू, parenthood was your choice? आप बहुत excited थे क्या? Yes or no?
यस.
Yes,
यस.
yes. Now tell me, इससे हमें सफर करना ही पड़ेगा. Parenthood suffering बन गया?
नहीं नहीं.
Exactly. So क्या होता है, सबसे पहले आप चॉइस क्या कर रहे हो? अगर आपने ये चॉइस करी है that I'm going to be a mother and your husband has chosen that he's going to be a father, parenthood, again, it is a choice. It is not a compulsion, but this reality tells you it's a compulsion. This
राइट.
reality tells you everything is a compulsion. So
राइट.
if you were to choose not to be parents, what would your life be? अगर आप पेरेंट नहीं होते तो आपकी लाइफ क्या होती आज?
हाँ ना, मतलब ये चॉइस ही है हमारी, हमने डिसाइड किया था. पर कैसा है ना, सब कुछ भले हमारे घर में बहुत सारे बच्चे हो, हमने उनका देखा हो, पर जब खुद के ऊपर आता है, मतलब संभालना, सब केयर करना, फर्स्ट टाइम सब कुछ रहता है ना, तो वो थोड़ा सा ऐसे प्रेशराइज होता है.
So if I were to say this to you, Teju, what if you are making it difficult? And
Yeah.
everywhere you are making it difficult for you by your own presumptions, your own assumptions, your own conclusions that you cannot receive help, that nobody can help you, that people already have their hands full. May I
Right.
have my hands full, other people also have their hands full, and nobody can help me in this situation. I will have to go through this all by myself. That you will have to go through this all by yourself, and actually, it is a suffering.
Right.
Will you please just let go of all of this energy? आपने अपने बॉडी के जिस भी हिस्से में इसको लॉक रखा है, कहाँ लॉक
Right.
करा है बताओ, कहाँ लॉक करा है बॉडी में बताओ.
Ah.
Yes, that हाँ रिलीज करना शुरू हो गया है. Exactly. So बॉडी में कहाँ लॉक किया है ये? Tell me. बॉडी का वो कौन सा पार्ट है जो बहुत ज्यादा दुखता है? It's very pain. It's intense. It's painful. What part
Ev-
of your body is?
Everything is painful. सीरियसली बहुत जब क्लाइमेट चेंज होता है तब ज्यादा पेन होता है सब. हाँ,
So
हैंड.
Teju, body is painful. Life भी painful है.
नहीं, अभी तो नहीं है. बहुत मतलब अफर्मेशंस
इसके पहले थी.
पहले थी. यस.
You're so cute, यार Teju. You're so cute. So अभी तो सब कुछ painful है, right? Now, if I were to say this to you, you will be surprised, and many other people will be surprised. Yeah, nobody is attacking you. You are attacking yourself.
यस.
मजा आ रहा है?
यस.
मजा आ रहा है? Attack करके मजा आ रहा है? See?
इम्यूनिटी खुद के
But
ऊपर
that's truth.
ऑटो.
That's truth. That's truth. बहुत सारे लोगों को मजा आता है क्योंकि उनको मालूम ही नहीं how to change this. And they
राइट.
think it is a maza. There is ease, there is joy, there is comfort with all of this. आप अपने आप को चूज करने पे लगाओगे ही नहीं, आप जाओगे ही नहीं वो चॉइस करने. Because how many of you have decided and concluded challenges are required in life? Challenges give you masala in life. How many? Just raise your hand. People who have their cameras off. Thank you, Shruti. Shisha, yes, thank you. And guys, again, if you can put your cameras on, it will be really nice to see your pretty faces. Like how you can see my pretty face. I also want to see your pretty faces. Yes, thank you, Teju. You're so cute, yeah, that's why. But just सोच के देखो, कुछ नहीं है. Problem खुद create करी है. Attack खुद को कर रहे हैं. That happens in many an autoimmune cases where your body cells attack the healthy body cells. Your body attacks you itself. Instead of protecting you, it begins to attack you. Now, this autoimmune also goes in your mental structure, in your mental space. Because सब कुछ खुद ने decide करके रखा है, conclude करके रखा है. There is no room for change. Did you notice that? And everywhere you are operating of these presumptive realities and reactive realities and all of those presumptions, reactions, and conclusions that make you actually create your own suffering loop that you go round and round in it. Is now the time to blast it, destroy it, uncreate it, and just throw it away? Delete it for all eternity? Is it? Pakka?
Yes.
Yes, right. Sound good, bad, foreign talk, all nice shows, world poets and beer. कितना सोच. I'll tell you guys, your own, all of these things. I'll come to you, Shruti. If you have a question, I'll come to you. All of these things become entertainment to you. Do you realize this is again shocker? This is again a surprise. It may be a surprise to all of you. All of these things that you create, it becomes your entertainment. It keeps you on one side, you're actually in pain. You're not enjoying it. But that subconsciously, it has become your entertainment that you go on looping into it, that you go on creating in one after the other situations where this becomes a part of your life. And that's where you decide and conclude, अभी क्या करें इसके साथ तो जीना ही पड़ेगा. As if you have no choice. As if there is no way out. That's the biggest lie that you give it to yourself, that the world gives it to you. Like Teju को उनके husband ने बोला, ये तो अभी reality है, ये तो करना ही पड़ेगा. ये तो इससे तो हमें गुजरना ही पड़ेगा and made it so heavy.
Right.
करेक्ट. अब एक एक जना अपनी बॉडी में देखो ये हैवीनेस कहाँ लॉक करी हुई है. पता चलेगा कि अपनी लाइफ में आप खुद क्या कर रहे हो, वो भी अनकॉन्शियसली. यस श्रुति, you want to share something, darling? You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry. I was
That's
gonna
okay.
share when I felt attacked. This was a very small thing, small incident, but I felt very attacked at that minute. I don't know why, but yeah. So, my friend, like I was traveling with my best friend, and because we spent some days together while traveling, she told me one thing was that I really need to improve on my sensitivity because I'm a very sensitive person, and and she felt that I don't love myself at all.
Wow.
And when she
Wow.
said that, I felt so attacked because she was like, I don't love myself a lot. And then I felt so attacked because I was like, why would she say that to me? And yeah, I kind of got very defensive. And when I got defensive, I automatically bloated out words which I don't know at that time made sense or not made sense, but it was words of anger, like irritation, like, why would you say that? So that was one of the moments where I felt it.
That's true. That's true, Shruti. And it does it feel kind to be hearing something like this from especially the person that you hold as your friend or really like that person, and you never expected कि ऐसा बोलेगा मेरा friend.
I felt maybe she was looking out for me, and that's the reason she said it. She didn't say it with any intention of showing her superiority. I felt that, but at the same time, I got very defensive.
But did you feel it was very unkind to you?
In the beginning, I felt like when she was just praising herself, I felt like very irritated, like stop this, like stop this shit. But later on, I was very okay with it.
Okay.
I was like,
so when you felt attacked, you felt like going into the reaction. You went into the reaction, right?
Yeah.
And that is exactly where you give away your power, guys. You went into the reaction, you blurted out whatever you had to. But you know what? In a way, you actually made her right. You made whatever that she said, you made it true for you. Because you went into reaction. Anything that you align and agree or react to, resist and react to, correct? You will make it true for you. So even if it was a lie, when do you feel most angry? Anyone? When do you feel most angry?
When there's a lie.
When there is a lie. Correct. You feel most angry when there is a lie. Hey, Kanika, so good to see you. You look so pretty, darling.
Yeah.
After a very long time. A very long time.
Yeah. He's Gaurav.
Hi, Gaurav. So lovely to have you. Wow, that's amazing to have both of you together on the call.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's what happens generally, guys, when you feel attacked in your professional or personal space and somebody says something to you, the first response is reaction. You have to respond to that person, but that response often is reaction. And that takes away your power because you want to justify your ground. You want to prove yourself right. When do you feel the need to prove yourself right? When do you? And that actually, in many cases, also translate into the fight. The fight with someone outside is much later. The fight within you starts that moment. Why did she say that? What made her say that about me? Yeah. So probably she was just concluding. It was a judgment that she had about you, Shruti. Yeah. So you have the tool. Well, IPOV. That's about it. You forgot the tool from the bars class, from all the classes that you have done.
What?
IPOV. Interesting
point of view.
Yeah. So the tool is so powerful that had you used it, Shruti, and this is the tool I'm giving to everyone, guys, when you feel attacked by anyone in professional, in person, actually count to 10 breaths. So and by the way, it doesn't come spontaneous. Because when you feel attacked, the spontaneous human reaction is, मुझे इसको जवाब देना है. I want to respond to this person. Because I want to prove to this person I am right. Don't be in a hurry to prove yourself right. The more you are in a hurry to prove yourself right, the more the person will try to prove you wrong. And in that loop of right and wrong, you are caught up. The peace is gone. The ease and joy that you could have in your life and with your mental space is gone. So what could you choose instead?
Interesting. IT only.
Actually begin to count, begin the reverse count. Start with 10. Zyada anger aa raha hai, start with 20, 19, 18. Begin the reverse count. Because the idea is to let go of those 20 seconds, which is the primary 20 seconds, where it is a spontaneous human response or rather reaction coming. So am I asking you to control it? Absolutely not. This is not the control mechanism. It is a mechanism wherein you are making yourself present of what is going on inside you. So in this mechanism, actually, when you get a charge, when you get triggered by that attack or by someone at workplace or at home, the first response is actually counter attack. Correct? Correct? You better listen to me. No, I will listen to you. You listen to me. So when you are actually beginning that reverse count, you get aware of what is going on within you. It has nothing to do with the person opposite you. It has nothing to do with the person with who has attacked you or who with you felt actually has been attacking you or you felt attacked with. The person who is triggering you is actually not responsible for your trigger. It's the trigger response which built inside. And can you do something about it? Well, hell yes. Once you know about it, yes, it is a trigger. I am totally aware of this. और मैं जितने आराम से बोल रही हूँ इतने आराम से ये होता नहीं है. इसीलिए रिवर्स काउंट. So you might really be raging with anger at that moment. कि मन तो कर रहा है मैं सामने वाले का मुंह तोड़ दूं. You just want to break that person's face. But your power lies in going into that reverse count. Because that is the time when you actually step out of the fight-flight mode. Your nervous system actually doesn't get picked in. Okay? So once you have done that, after 20 आपको खुद ही पता चल जाएगा. 20 count के बाद आपको खुद ही feel होगा, oh yes, it is better. Have a drink, have a glass of water then. And then say to yourself and inside, not on the person's face, well, interesting point of view, this person has this point of view. Interesting point of view, this person has this opinion and judgment about me. Try it out. And you will see how it can actually change the way you are responding in your life, which is actually more of reaction. So in a attack situation, like Teju said, she got shrunk. She felt suppressed. I have no one to talk to. I have kind of no one to express my, though she did express it to her husband. Is that correct, Teju?
Right.
What led to you feeling suppressed? What made you feel suppressed?
एक्सप्रेस ही नहीं हो पाती थी एंड और कोई एक्चुअली ऐसा था ना कि सब चीजें खुद पे आई थी और करना ही, मतलब ये फीलिंग खुद नहीं मैंने बनाई थी कि मुझे करना तो है क्योंकि ऑप्शन ही नहीं है.
सो ये जो आपने फीलिंग, जो जिस फीलिंग पे बेसिस पे आपका ये कंक्लूजन आया ना कि कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है, मेरे पास कोई चॉइस नहीं है, दैट्स द बिगेस्ट lie that you give to yourself and everyone does that.
राइट.
क्योंकि हम एक बार भी सवाल नहीं करते हैं कि इसके अलावा और क्या चॉइसेस अवेलेबल हैं. जो मेरी इस मेरी लाइफ में जो अभी चल रहा है उसको ईज बना देंगी।
राइट राइट।
मेरी लाइफ में जो भी चल रहा है उसको एक्चुअली सहज बना देंगी। हम ये सवाल ही नहीं करते हैं। और वो कौन है, वो क्या चीज मैं कर सकती हूँ, वो कौन ऐसा है जो मुझे एक्चुअली कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकता है और मुझे इस चीज में मदद जो चाहिए वो मिल सकती है। जब हम सवाल नहीं करेंगे तो हम सिर्फ इसी लूप में घूमते रहेंगे। सो यू एक्चुअली फेल्ट श्रंक, तेजू, right? Shruti actually became a shark. So the idea of the poster is not that you have to become a shark. Do you get that point, Shruti? You have both the situations, and thanks to you guys for bringing up these two situations. It's not, the idea is not to get shrunk or become a shark. None of those things probably will contribute to you in that situation. And that's why that poster was a tricky one. Am I supposed to shrink or am I supposed to become a shark? Okay. So yes, the first response is let me become a shark, or both both possibilities are there. You either shrink or you become a shark. But please ask yourself, will either of them contribute to you in this situation? Will it actually create better and greater? Maybe not. Yes, Nirali, you have a question, darling?
Yeah, hi Arshia. I actually wanted to share a situation which I recently went through. Actually, I and my husband, we had, like I think for last 7-8 years that we started working, we had our savings and then we invested it on a platform. Okay, and just when we thought of withdrawing our money, we got to know that the entire platform was a fraud. So we lost our entire, 33, like it was a very big saving. I'll share the amount. It was a saving of 33 lakhs. So it just got zero. So it was like, the, वो बोलते ना जमीन पैरों के नीचे से जमीन चली गई. Yeah. So
Shock.
first, yeah. So I will not say that we are still yet completely overcome. Yeah. It's been like 10-12 days. But I think once that initial 1-2 days, I think we did respond well. We took all the measures like reporting to cybercrime and all that. As soon as we got to know, so we took all those measures, police mein jana, cybercrime mein jana, and all that, But still, I think this is something, you have that grit inside that. Ek to ye hai ki how could we do it? एक ये है now until I have that back, no, I am not going to be at peace.
Until I have that back, I'm not
going to be at peace. These are two contradictory things that are going on in both our and then you feel helpless also because the police and the system they have everything in their hands, but they don't want to do anything.
Correct.
So it's all a mixed situation, and I don't know. Like I think up till now, whatever we have done. We have responded maybe and not reacted, but now when it's time for us to keep patience, it's getting more difficult.
So yes, is that this is do you feel attacked by the situation? By the situation, is there correct? Now the thing is, what is the first emotion that comes with the attack, guys? Anybody wants to respond? Probably you can write it in the chat. What is the first emotion that you feel when you feel attacked, especially in this kind of attack which Nirali just mentioned? Anger, yes.
Helplessness.
Yes. Anything else? Anger, helplessness, fear.
Situation.
Fear. Has anybody felt that ever? Anger, crying, helplessness, hopelessness. Yes. Correct. Because the first.
And you feel like everything is over. Okay. You like.
Oh, and everything that brought up, guys, will you please destroy and uncreate that? Everything that has come up as an emotion for everyone in whatever your attack situation or the reality has been, will you now destroy and uncreate that and just blast it out at 1, 2, 3 for all eternity? Oh, right over the Papa calling shots for COVID, and it's huge. It's huge. Yes, hard to trust. Absolutely, Kanika. But tell me, guys, mistrust के साथ कब तक life जियोगे? Helplessness, hopelessness, crying, anger, fear के साथ कब तक life जियोगे? This is called scarring yourself for life. Correct? And what happens after that? What happens after all of these emotions come? उसके बाद क्या होता है?
Joy feel नहीं करते हो. You don't feel joy, you don't feel happiness because you're living with the wounds then.
Do you feel you're in your power?
No, you don't feel
Absolutely
in the
not. Absolutely not. Because then what becomes the frustration? Yes. What becomes the controlling point of your life is all of those emotions. जो काम करोगे डर डर के करोगे, कहीं और इन्वेस्टमेंट करोगे डर डर के करोगे. Now can I say something here, guys? मनी स्टोरी बहुत लोगों की आती है. Like Janvi, you are on Conscious Creator Group because you have done number of classes, and so a lot of participants who actually come in the money program. Like I'll talk about this participant who joined it. Nobroker.com पे 1.5 लाख आंखों के सामने से निकल गया स्कैम. एंड आई थिंक एंड जो निराली बात कर रही हैं वो भी स्कैम ही है. कैसे we all are, so if I were to, and she's a lawyer, I'm talking about the person that I'm talking about, she's a lawyer, practicing lawyer. So बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है ये इमेजिन करने के लिए भी क्या इंसान पढ़ा लिखा होके कैसे ये गलती कर बैठता है. फिर भी ये गलती होती है. राइट निराली, यू आर अ वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल and still how could we get into this? That becomes a beyond जिसमें आप अपने आप को blame करते हो. How could I be so stupid? How could we be so stupid, I and my husband, that we got caught in this scam? And for everything said and done, Nirali, आपने R&D भी बहुत अच्छे से किया था. Yes or no?
Yes. I used to work in a stockbroking firm, Arshia, before
Wow,
this.
okay.
So
Your husband is
yeah,
a CA. Wow.
yeah, he's a CA.
Yeah.
I'm a CS.
So well-educated professionals who have a good number of experience behind them. And then if something of this sort occurs, do you know it has nothing to do with your intelligence? Do you realize, guys? Most people's money reality is attached to their emotions. Emotions that they are carrying from childhood in this lifetime, and emotions that they are carrying from their past lives as well. So if there is an emotion of the moment I have lots of money, I'm ready to lose it. Because having too much money is not probably, these are just hypothetical things जो आ चुके हैं पास में लोगों ने मुझे बताया है. What will I do with so much money? It's not safe to have so much money on you. Money is the source of a lot of evil in the world. I am not going to have so much money. I will only have money जितना मेरी जरूरत का है, मेरा घर चलता रहे. So when you have those underlying point of views, you know, running your subconscious energy in regards to money, this is where people get caught up. This is where people actually, जिससे बोलते हैं ना, फंस गया. But it has nothing to do with your intelligence, so please don't question that, guys. Don't make yourself wrong. Because the more you make yourself wrong, the more you call yourself stupid, the more you will go down the spiral. It's a spiral. Spiral, पता है कैसा होता है? It just sucks you. It just sucks you, right? It doesn't allow you to be in your power. So what is required is to step into your power, not dissecting the situation. मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हुआ? मैंने कहा बेवकूफी की. Never. Don't do that. Because जितना आप dissect करोगे, उतना you will be going into the wrongness of you, Nirali. And that's not going to solve any problem. आप पहले ही बोल रहे हो, the peace is gone. And now there is a stuck position as well. There is a stuck point as well. जब तक ये resolve नहीं हो जाएगा, हम आगे नहीं बढ़ेंगे. True? So the helplessness is of a different order, where एक तो जिद हो जाता है, you know, it becomes a stubbornness. I will resolve this for me. Well, you're free to do that if you can. But for that, if I say you need to work upon yourself, as much as you may abuse the other person, as much as you may abuse the situation, first is, is anybody aware of 5 stages of loss? Is anybody aware of that here? No, right? First stage is disbelief and anger due to that. Anger that comes up with disbelief. विश्वास ही नहीं होता ना पहले तो कि मेरे साथ ऐसा कैसे हो गया. Yeah. Second is anger. Second stage of the 5 stages of loss is anger. Third is depression. Okay. Fourth is coming to terms with things. Acceptance. And the fifth is where you say, okay, now what? So all of now this loss, what Nirali mentioned, is about money. It could be a loss of anything that you have decided is relevant to you, is significant to you. Loss of a loved one, loss of money, loss of anything that you have made valuable in your life. The human emotion is such, the human psyche is such that it will choose to go through these 5 stages of loss until it comes to the last stage, which is acceptance. And that acceptance also doesn't allow you to step into your power because it is acceptance. अब हम क्या ही कर सकते हैं? चलो जो हुआ वो हुआ, आगे बढ़ते हैं. So वो जो बोलते हैं ना पीछे एक grudge है. Life goes on, right? Life doesn't stop. We all are pretty wise. However, that grudge, that emotion is not cleared. It's just slipped into the carpet very beautifully. Janvi is a beautiful example of that. And yes, because we gather all our strength to move forward in life. But to gather all of that strength, we have to push under the carpet all of those things which actually contribute to our strength. Now we don't want to look at them. We don't want to address them. And do you realize what you're doing with that? You are shoving under the carpet your own strength, own energy, lot of that energy which will actually today in these 10 seconds will help you to step into the power. You are the source of money. Do you know that, Rinali? किसने बनाए थे वो पैसे आपके लिए?
Yes, Asha, that's what I think. That's what I and my husband thought later on. That it's okay. Like,
you are the source of money.
If we can do it once, we can do it again.
Yeah. Correct? So you are the source of creation. But if you are not able to step into that source of creation, then you really need to clear a lot of stuff which is lying under the carpet. Okay? And everything that daughter will you not destroy and uncreate, each one of you. Everywhere you made yourself go through that trauma. And it almost became a PTSD. Will you post-traumatic stress disorder? Will you not destroy and uncreate that for all eternity? So coming to this attack, whether it is by person, situation, in any setup, it becomes your energy containing zone. Where the energy is contained, you know you want to free your energy because आपकी energy है, आप use कर सकते हो और उसको आगे बढ़ सकते हैं, rather skyrocket. But you don't have that energy available to you. You don't know even how to free yourself. It becomes a confinement. So I gave you, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2, 3 tools here today. Use them guys. Attack position. And this is what you can do. This is what you can use handy. All that is required is your awareness. And awareness is not something that you, it is a muscle that you build. It is a muscle that you begin to build, and the more you use it, the more it is available for you. So when attacked, you know how you can have your power back. And if you think you cannot, you're going down the spiral, down the rabbit hole, then you also know what measures can you take, who can help you, what can you be and do to come out of that situation. Now, the situation is not of monetary situation. The subconscious program of where you are running, which is oblivious to you. You're even oblivion to that program because it is subconscious. Do you realize 90% power of your existence is in your subconscious? It's only 10% which is in your conscious. So when your subconscious is working in one direction and your conscious is all here, gathered with all the courage and strength, this is what I want to do in my life. This is what I want to create. I have a perfect business plan. But if a subconscious is running a program of this lifetime or another lifetime, or something which is coming from your childhood, as young as when you were in your mother's womb, if the program is of, I'm going to lose all the money, lose everything that I ever make significant, then it runs on the loop. It's also called self-sabotage. And until you are willing to look at it, whether you go for therapy, whether you choose any way, most of the times you're not able to see it yourself. Because for you to be able to see, you have to have a panoramic view of the situation. You have to be so objective. Your emotions don't allow you to be objective with the situation. So you be at the effect of situation, and then it returns as a pattern. It rules you, it governs your life as a pattern. And everything that brought up in this conversation, you now destroy and uncreate for all eternity. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all like Shastra, service, and beyond. Any questions, guys? Anything more that you would want to hear from me? And it's been good 48 minutes. Yeah. How does it get any better than this? Thank you, Nirali. Thank you, Teju. And thank you, Shruti, for bringing up your cases here. Sharing your your reality, which is actually making you feel attacked.
Right.
Yeah, thank you so much. I hope you took away something from this call. And more than that, we're starting with this amazing money program, which Janvi just finished. She'll share the link with you if you guys are interested in any kind of that. And the magical shares that we had. People also made money out of that program. Another person who's not here, he made 2.65 lakh. I don't know, Janvi has been creating every day something or the other, a lot of gifts. So the program is 11-day program, and it actually makes you go through, look at those sore spots in your life which you have shut. And by the way, guys, having money related issues never come from money or finances or your intellect. It has its mystery hidden in relationships. Was that a surprise? Was that a secret revealed? Money has everything to do with relationships. That with your family, your in-laws, your siblings, your parents, and relationships which you probably are not aware of, which is coming from another dimension. Money related problems are rooted in relationships. So when we are doing this in-depth safai of 11 days, it is so much safai on relationships and in every area of your life which you have kept shut. And probably you don't even remember, because that's what Janvi's share was. अरे ये तो मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि ऐसा कुछ है. थोड़ा आपको कुछ share करना है, Janvi? From 11 BM and BM to HM?
A lot of things which I wasn't even aware all that this came up. Have I shut my money reality? With what stupidity? So a lot of things that come up, and post that I've only been manifesting, creating money. I started my Insta page, and thanks to have friends like Kanika who pushed me on the call that okay, chalo, let's do this. So when I feel when we work on ourselves, we start creating. The universe starts supporting us with beautiful people in our life who just want us to do better. So yeah, it only becomes
because then once you look at your subconscious, Carl Jung said, make your subconscious so conscious that you go on living your life as you truly desire, and not call any of this stuff which is going on in your life, oh, it's a phase. Make your subconscious so conscious. So how do you have access to that subconscious and all of those patterns, things which are logged in there? All of those come. That's her share की बहुत सारी चीजें which she shared on the in her journals. I was so surprised. मुझे तो लगा था मैंने इससे deal कर लिया है. But that's what probably was stopping her. And once she let go of that, things did move, things didn't change. And it is changing every day. Is it, Janvi? Is it changing every day?
Yes, every day, every day.
So, guys, don't buy what I'm saying. Don't buy what Janvi is saying. So, don't buy a bus. Ask yourself, will this change something for me? Which will this 11 days of roller coaster ride change something for us? Our money financial reality. And money financial reality is a byproduct. Well, you know what a byproduct is? When you become a catalyst of change in this one area and something else shows up as magic is a byproduct. So you're actually not working on your money reality. You're working in these other areas which are associated with money, and then whoop, zoom, the money shows up in a very different way. That's why unexpected and believed. It's like it's kind of disbelief for people for whom it has shown. अरे मेरे साथ तो year, like she's still sharing her, thanks to her, she's still sharing her journals every day. आज मेरे साथ ये magic हुआ, आज मैंने ये manifest किया, आज मैंने because then you become your walking, talking, conscious space where you are able to see all of your good, bad, ugly, unpleasant, and that is the power of vulnerability. किसी ने तो बोला था, I became very vulnerable. I don't remember किसने बोला था. अभी कॉल पे निराली, yeah. But so क्या होता है निराली? Vulnerability is the greatest power. हमको पता नहीं होता हम उसको use कैसे करें अपने लिए. So we all have this immense power, guys. We don't know how to use our power in favor, to our advantage. When we don't know that, we tend to use it against us. Like I said, autoimmune of the mind. Cool. Thank you so much for being here, guys. And it was amazing. It was just amazing to have all of you here. And thanks to Janvi for
Thank you
collating all
so
of
much
this.
for creating this. Thank you for coming up with this idea.
Co-creating. You and I have
Yes.
co-created. I created, the idea was mine, but then putting to execution is your thing, Janvi. So yes, it is a co-creation. Because attack is something, these are three different situations of attack. But when you look at them, say, whoa, that attack becomes so magnifying, so magnified in your space that you feel, now what am I supposed to do? So we'll share the recording of the call, guys. Feel free to go through it. I hope it contributes to you. And Janvi will share we start with the money program from 5th of August, 11-day. It is an 11-day journey and your entire commitment is required. Kyunki this is the journey about walking together and doing that. And she has done that. She and the other people have done that. When you are walking, because see, it is your money reality. I cannot change it unless you are willing to. So subconsciously, when you see your money patterns, your abundance patterns, you will know what is going on, what is keeping me in this money poverty consciousness, scarcity. Because money kitna bhi aayega is बुरा लगता है, कम लगता है किसी को. And a lot of people, right, and a lot of people who have lots of money, they don't know how to use that money to their advantage. So they also actually suffer. Yes, this is of prime importance, guys. Money बहुत लोगों के पास है, but उनको नहीं पता उनका खुद का money वो कैसे अपने advantage के लिए use करें. कि that money can grow on. So money is maybe multiplying also, but they don't know how to use that money to their advantage. So money is just lying redundant. It's an energy. It's just lying redundant. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And if there is any question, please, I would be happy to, answer them on the call, on the group rather, WhatsApp group, and what else is possible from here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nirali. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.